Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to field inspection, and even those of you who have been a field inspector for a while and you're looking for a way to advance and you are wondering about those certifications, today that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this long-awaited video. Places, websites that you can get certified. So stick around. You know you don't want to miss this one. So today we're going to be breaking down what I deem as the top certifications that you get as a field inspector, depending on what levels you are trying to reach. Before we get started on that, let's just break down, do you actually have to have certification? And I feel a need to say this because I know there's going to be people who say you don't. Well, that could be true to an extent. If you are trying to advance to the next level versus what we're doing now, you will need certification. If you are trying to sign up for a company that is requiring certification, you will need certification. There are companies out there who ask for certification, and if you don't have it, they may not hire you on. Then there are actually companies out here who are just asking for you to have some sort of experience. Well, suppose you have never done an inspection in your life, but you know you want to be a field inspector. Do you or do you not feel that you can get on with a company if you have certification? Yes, indeed you can. Because certification is just like a person who's never had any experience on anything, but they go to college, and when they get out of college, they take your job. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's just move on now that we know why. Okay. So now there are some cities and states out here, and I know Texas is one, if I'm not mistaken, and New York. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, drop it in the comment section. But there are some states that require that you even have licensing. Okay. So if you require a license, then you know that this probably would be something good for you to listen to as well, so that you can kind of get an idea of where you're standing when it comes to being a field inspector. So, of course, I did go under VITA, V-I-I-T-A, for my inspection certification. I got it the first part of last year. The reason why I got it is because there was a company or two that I was thinking about trying to become an inspector for, and they were requiring that I had certification. So I just went on ahead and got it so that I don't have to be worried about it later on down the line. I may advance to another level, but right now I'm cool where I am. I'm just here to help you guys follow suit on your passions for what you want to do under this genre. Okay, so let's just move on, and we're going to talk about, I have some notes here so that I don't miss out on nothing. I don't want to leave nothing off for you guys. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is InterNACHI, N-A-C-H-I. So you may want to write that down. I-N-T-E-R-N-A-C-H-I, International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. It's supposed to be one of the most popular certifications out here, especially for homes and insurance inspectors. Okay, they have tons of online courses, and of course it is self-paced. Self-paced means that you only have to work at your own pace. That means that if you want to log off, come back tomorrow, come back next week. The choice is yours. It is completely self-paced, okay? Now, they are known to have live class training. They have hundreds of hours of free accredited online education. They have help with home inspector licensing. For those of you who are needing to have licenses, okay? They have access to some of the most respected inspector certification programs. They help with setting up your company. Now, you know what? A lot of you guys really need help with setting up your company, because a lot of you don't know what to do from start to finish and are not even attempting to figure that out. So if you were to sign up for a course that is actually going to help you get that done, that is definitely a win-win for you, okay? They help you with purchasing your own insurance, getting actual health coverage. A lot of you guys talk to me and ask me several times about health coverage. There you have it. Help with legal contracts and whatever else that you may have going on. And they have discounts on their tools and software. So check them out, and you know what? Go from there. Hopefully, this may be one that one of you may be very interested in doing. They have a membership apparently for, I guess it's some sort of group member type of deal where you pay for a monthly membership and you always have access to these people and for the help that you need until you can get your business up and running and on the good foot. NFPA, National Fire Protection Association. Make sure you write that down. It says from their site, so you may want to pull it up, nfpa.org. For more than 125 years, we've helped individuals or organizations by providing a constant stream of unparalleled knowledge. Our expert products and solutions are designed to help you do your job confidently and safely. With our help, you never need to compromise when it comes to safety. Okay, so now if you're looking to get into some sort of commercial inspections or safety compliances, safety, because remember it says National Fire Protection Association. You can focus in on fire codes. You can learn all about electrical systems. You can learn all about life safety itself. These are often required for city or industrial, and guess what? Government contracts. Okay, for those of you who didn't know that you can actually get a government contract as an inspector. CFI 1 and CFI 2 designations is what they calling it through NFPA. All right, NFPA.org. Let's move on. The next one is going to be ASHI. Now I just call it how it is. They're just abbreviations. ASHI, American Society of Home Inspectors. So now we're back to the home inspection certifications. Once again, I got VITA. You don't have to get VITA. You can sign up for membership and become part of NACHI, NACHI.org, or you can go to ASHI. It is called homeinspector.org. American Society of Home Inspectors are supposed to be another little powerhouse to help you, especially if you're seriously trying to look later on into even getting into the real estate industry, okay? These are certified inspectors that you can become certified yourself if you go there, homeinspector.org. They have more field-based training as well. A lot of real estate agents and realtors, they actually recognize ASHI, ASHI, as a certification. So if you are looking into trying to advance to that level, then that is one of your best bets, okay? So now let's talk about some state licensing programs. So I did have it right, but I left off a few. Okay, some states like Florida, New York, and Texas, all right, they are the ones that are requiring some sort of licensing, okay? So state-specific requirements as far as hours, exams, and background checks, all that, you guys have to look into your own state for that to find that out. I do not know. I can't quote all of them, and I won't even try, okay? But that is some of the things that's going to play a role in becoming an inspector in these states. Florida, New York, and Texas. So it must have been New York that I was speaking with someone on the phone before, and they was telling me all of these different things that they had to do to become an inspector, and I was shocked. But hey, I know how to do the job, but when it comes to outside sources and things that you have to do in your state, in this city, and I don't know all of that. I'm learning all of that. That's new to me. I was shocked because I never had to do any of those things. But yeah, these states do require licensing. Florida, New York, and of course, Texas. And they are mandatory for certain types of jobs in those areas. So make sure you check again with your state for the guidelines so that you don't skip that step. Otherwise, you could end up working and being an inspector in those states and you're not even legal and don't even know it. So don't be doing illegal inspections in your state. And don't think for an instant that these companies are going to ask you up front, well, I just want to make sure you got your license in your state. They don't care about that. If they ask you to be an inspector and you say yeah and you sign up to be an inspector, then guess what? That's what they're going to do. They're going to give you work. And you could be illegally being an inspector in your state, don't even know it. So I suggest that once you finish watching this video, you pull up online and see, do you require licensing in your state in order to be an inspector? All right, so let's move on. ICA. Now this is the website, write it down. ICA School. Just like how I said it. ICASCHOOL.com. Inspection Certification Association. Okay, this is an entry level. Okay, where if you're looking for some sort of flexibility and speed based off how fast you want to go, it's a full online course. It's self-paced, okay, and it does give you lifetime access to all of your course material. So once you've signed up, you can always go in and out, which is what most of them do anyway, but I guess this is a selling point for them, so I ain't gonna knock them. All right. General property training inspection. It covers residential, mold, thermal, and stuff like that, okay? It's not a license, okay, but it does give you some strong foundational knowledge into the world of field inspection, okay? So take that, pair that with your licenses if you need it, but this is not licensing. Once again, we are back to certifications, all right? The next one we're going to talk about is CCPIA, Certification Commercial Property Inspectors Association. CCPIA.org. Now, of course, I'm doing commercial every day, and I didn't have to take it to that level. But once again, remember that I did receive a phone call. A lot of you have started off doing commercial inspections, and no one probably as of right now has asked you if you have certification. But a lot of you are doing it or are about to do it, and even the ones who have deep dived into it, who may still be a little nervous. You're having problems, you're having issues with your paperwork, you got all these different things going on, and you are concerned. It's starting to worry you, because a lot of people have expressed their burden of having to deal with the paperwork. And I know it ain't just the fact that you got to type the information in. It must be also the fact that there are things going on with the paperwork, and when it goes, it comes back. So maybe you want to look into learning a little bit more about the job that you are actually doing every day, so that you can leave out every day in confidence and come home in even more confidence. Go to bed not thinking about your job, and you can forget what day it is every week, just like I do. Okay, all right, enough kidding. All right, so let's just move on, okay? They offer ADA compliance and commercial HVAC training. HVAC training. I did mentor someone who said that they had HVAC training. Because they had HVAC training, and they went to sign up for a particular company to be an inspector, they didn't want to sign him on because they didn't think that he'd stay because he had HVAC training. Okay, that says a lot now. That says a lot. Get your training and level up, people. All right. So, once again, ccpia.org. And I'm going to throw one in on it. NADRA. This is what I call it. NADRA. This is for Deck Evaluation Certification. Those of you who are not aware of what a deck is, okay? There are a lot of decks that are out here on the waterfronts. People live on the waterfronts. People have their businesses sitting out on the waterfronts. They say it's hot right now, but it could be hot based off the season, because things occur out in the water near these decks, okay? So let's talk about what this is and what the details of this is. NADRA certified 31 ASHI home inspectors. Each inspector checks roughly 6 decks per week. 6 decks per week. 52 weeks in a year is how much decks are actually done most of the time. So, of course, you know, ain't gonna be millions of decks a month, but hey, it all depends on how much they're gonna pay once you sign on to a company. Now, I don't check decks, so please don't ask me how much they pay for a deck. Okay, so in case you're just wondering which one is right for you, okay, so here's the deal. We're gonna break it down one more time. Residential, We're going to go to InterNACHI, NACHI, or of course you could do VITA, VIITA, which is what I have, okay? For safety and fire, NFPA is going to be your friend, all right? And for real estate, if you're trying to get into that, and this is a part, you remember when I told you guys you were learning real estate genre as you learn field? Okay, well, you know, those of you who do this, you already know this, all right? Real estate, if you're trying to do that and you want to be a part of your field inspection journey, ASHI, ASHI is where you're going to be going to. And of course, for the bigger commercials, of course, CCPIA, state required licensing, you need to first handle that. Once again, make sure you handle that. I can't tell you if it's going to be required for you to have licensing. All I know is the 3 states that I called out. Texas, New York, Florida. Check with your state and see your guidelines and see if you are required to have licensing. You guys do not be out here running around doing field inspections and you are required to have license, because that means that you are an illegal inspector. Okay. All right. So don't do that. All right. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed that. Make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on all of your notification bells, because you know I'll be bringing you back something later, and enjoy the rest of your day.